But I feel like then it comes to the question is, okay, are you going to act on that no now?
Yeah.
And that's the key thing of it all. To where are you going to act on that no when once you do know?
Yeah, because a lot of y'all, that's where y'all mess up.
Yeah, and then that's where it's like, okay,
And
at least the issues. Okay,
the one that got away.
Yeah, the one that got away, or it's just like, damn, you knew the whole time, but you just couldn't act right, or you just didn't want to settle down, or you just or you knew that there was a one, but you were so indecisive with your decision that it caused you to lose that person.
How y'all doing out there? It's Roses and Real Shit, and we're back with another episode. Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Dr. J.
And we want to make sure that before we get started, that y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you're enjoying the podcast and all of the content that we have coming for y'all, make sure you subscribe so that you can see when we have new content coming. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you're liking what you're hearing and you're agreeing with what we're saying. And if you're not agreeing or you just want to say something that can help someone else, make sure you get in that comment box and say what you have to say, okay?
For sure. And you know what, y'all? I always get this a lot. RJ, you know what I'm saying? Especially to my people that be talking to me about their relationships and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They always be like, yo, man, how did you know that she was the one? How did you know that Ashley was the one?
That's an interesting question.
And I always get that a lot because it's like, you know, so the backstory of me and Ashley, we met at Langston.
Yes.
And
when we were freshmen in college.
Like 18.
Yeah, 18.
18.
Ooh. 10 years ago.
Yeah, so this is actually we have officially known each other for 10 years now.
Yeah, come August.
Yeah. In August we were known each other for 10 years. And so we met freshman year, Langston, and we were just friends.
Yeah.
Just friends.
Mhm. I was in a relationship.
Yeah. She was.
And we were me and RJ was just friends.
She was engaged. She was engaged.
We didn't even have to go deep into it.
She was fully committed.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, but yeah, she was in a relationship, and we were just friends. And then eventually we became more than friends, and we were in a relationship. And
I like how we're like skipping over things.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we were in a relationship, and we were going back and forth that we was going to be together.
Yeah, we were on and off.
Yeah, we was on and off.
He was going, okay, I guess, yeah, we was going back and forth. But he was going back and forth first. He didn't want to, he was making excuses as to why we shouldn't be together. And I wasn't. I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and keep it pushing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, that's the truth. That's the honest truth. We were together. So give y'all we were on and off again in our sophomore year, and then our junior year, that's when we were not together at all, really. And then midway through, we then became boyfriend and girlfriend at that time.
Yeah, we officially got
were officially together, and then from that junior year all the way up to the what? We were together all the way up till, I mean, there's one instance.
Yeah, that's why I started laughing.
There's one instance where we did break up, y'all.
Yeah,
we did break up.
Yeah, we
Let
broke up
everybody
for
know
like
we broke up.
we broke up for like a 30-minute car ride.
30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it was.
Yeah, and then about 20 minutes of walking around the museum, and then
we were back together.
Yeah.
This was when we.
And that was the only other time we.
Yeah, that's the only
time we broke up.
Yeah, and so we broke up when we were together.
So childish.
Yo, that's a whole. God,
that's a whole story time when we broke up.
Yeah, but so we were together up until basically from 2013 to 2015. But in between that time, we went from boyfriend and girlfriend to husband and wife.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I had to make a decision. Okay, is she going to be the person that I want to be with the rest of my life?
Yeah.
So I had to figure out, okay, what do I do? And then, and I've been really listening to a rapper that I realized that he's in my top, was J. Cole. And he had this song, because this is when in 2013 when I decided that, we were going to be boyfriend and girlfriend. When I wanted to make that, step. And then it was Runaway. So if y'all don't know, that's off his album, Warm Center, Runaway. And then he be starting off with this Mike Epps. He be like, this verse, Mike Epps be talking, be like, hey, man, you don't act like that. But it was just, the whole song is basically like running away. To where it was just like, he got this girl at home, but he don't know if he should be with her or not. He don't want to be locked down. He don't want to be committed. And that's where I was, what I'm saying. I didn't know if I wanted to be locked down or committed, or I didn't know if this was a person to be locked down or committed with, too, for that regard, in that manner. But what I realized was that, when we weren't together, I felt like it was worth being locked down and committed to you.
Sounds like jail.
No, but I mean, as far as like, you got to ask your questions, like, as far as how do you know this person is the one? To where I feel like everybody got them questions like, well, how do you really know? And to me, there's certain things that you gotta be able to go through things with a person.
Yeah.
And they got to see all sides of you in a way. To where they see your most goofiest side, to where like nobody really sees that side but yourself. See? I'm talking about, so y'all know what I mean, just like that side of you, just like it's just like you everywhere, but it's just like there's a certain side to you that's just straight up goofy or something. And then they got to see the angry side, the sad side, so all types of sides of you. And then there's so many things that you just have to really put into perspective as far as, is she the one? And as far as little things, as far as, can you see yourself with her? As simple things as like 5 years from now, can you see yourself with them? And that's something that's the first step. If you can't see them with yourself with 5 years from now, well, there's no point in even trying to go that deep with them.
Yeah.
Because, you're not going to be with them from 5 years from now, so it makes no sense to go that deep. Another thing I would probably say is, well, can you see if you want to have a family, can you see this person being a person that you start a family with?
Yeah.
And that was one thing that I definitely saw myself starting a family with you, Ashley, is that I just thought that we would be able to start a family with each other just because of I could be myself around you, and I felt like you bettered me overall as a person. And I feel like I've only gotten better with you. Now, I don't know your case. No. No. But
what?
I would hope that you feel like you got better.
Yeah, I feel like,
Okay.
Way to ruin a moment.
No,
I'm about to cry.
Oh. But no, really, though, I really feel like I've gotten better with you from just growing. And I know our situation is different because we got married so young.
Yeah.
To where I feel like I was still finding my person as a self, who I am. But I feel like if I wasn't with you, then I don't think I would be the person who I am now. And I'm not saying that that's bad or anything, but I feel like I have grown with you.
Yeah.
In different manners to where I feel like there's certain things that I feel like if I wasn't with you, I wouldn't be passionate about this. To where even little things, not even little things, but like as far as how I'm passionate about just wanting to better us as, and when I say us, like us as a community, us as black people, I feel like I didn't even have that drive before then, before I was with you. So little things like that make me always remember like this person has literally made me think differently as far as how I used to think. And if that's to me something to where if you feel like you're not getting that from your partner, then you might want to question like, well, if that is the case and if you're okay with that, then she might be the one if you don't want that in a partner. But that's something that you have to think as far as like little things like that, or not even little things, those are major things so where, you know what I'm saying, it can impact you.
And I think that's when people don't realize like you are looking for more than how a person is when you're kicking it with them. You're looking for how is this person going to help me in all aspects of my life. Like you're looking for a helpmate, a life partner. And it's so much more than the surface things. Like you were saying, you need to be thinking about how is this person going to support me when I feel at my lowest.
Yeah.
Like how is this person going to, how can I be there for that person when they're at their lowest?
Yeah.
Like you have to be thinking about all of these aspects, because when you are really getting into a marriage with someone, there's going to be so many layers to life that happen.
Yeah.
And you have to know that you're going into this with someone that is prepared to go through those aspects of life with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, you definitely have to, that's key. It's like you definitely should know who you are down with. And I just, and then the question is like, well, how did you know still? Well, I just felt like I knew because there was nobody else that I just knew. Sometimes you just know like some people that just got your back in this world, and I feel like Ashley had my back. Even as we were friends and we would get in arguments stuff like that, I feel like she always had my back. Even when I wouldn't think that anybody would have my back, she had my back in some type of way. Or I would want to have her back.
Yeah, I knew you were the one when, like, it would bring tears to my eyes to, like, think of having to live without you. Like, especially when we were, about to graduate and it wasn't really, like, clear what was going to happen. Like, it would just be like, oh, I would not want to have to live life without you.
Oh.
And then, so, I'm glad you made sure that didn't have to happen.
No, yeah, and, and I feel like graduation was like a thing that definitely pushed us towards me making a decision. Because I knew that I would have to live my life without you too. To where it was just like, well, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? And clearly I thought it was worth it. But yeah, and even in that time when we weren't together, and then I just saw a total difference in my life of how I felt. To where it's just like I was meeting new people and stuff like that, but I still felt incomplete. To where I just knew that if you was with me, it would be way better. And that's one thing that confirmed it when we were separate.
Yeah.
That confirmed it to where just like, yeah, I know for sure, like I'm not gonna have no regrets or anything like. Now, sure, when you move down there and we got that was the first time we were living together, so that was different too. But just getting used to that and everything, and it still was like the good days outweighed the bad days.
Yeah, definitely.
So I definitely appreciated that in that regard, and and then I feel like people always wonder like you just don't know until you really you just gotta go for it too.
Yeah, like you're just gonna like look at them and be just like, yeah. It's like when people say when you know, like that is, I think that's real.
Yeah.
And I think if you're even thinking about if they're the one, like seriously, not like you and your imaginary mind of what's happening.
Yeah.
Like not like, oh, they're so cute, I think they're the one. Like
Yeah.
not like that. Like you have been through some moments with them.
Yeah.
Like when they were at their lowest, or when they've been that support system to you. Like when you have significant proof that they are something that it's when I really feel like it's when you realize that you don't want to be without them. I think that's how you know, in a way, when they're the one. Like that has to be a part of it. Like there's nothing else worth not being with them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a key factor too. I think that's one of the biggest key factors. If you can go a month without talking to a person, then you know what I'm saying, you will be fine. But if you can't go a month without talking to a person, then you might want to be like, okay, I need this person in my life.
Because at this point, like, remember that day I didn't text back and I was at work and you were like, what happened? You didn't text me back all day.
Oh yeah. No, sometimes you just like, you just be like, habit normal.
Yeah.
Just becomes normal, and then it's just
so
like,
yeah, definitely going a month is a long time not to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Imagine if I didn't talk to you for a week. I didn't talk to you for a week. Like that'd be crazy. That'd be the longest. That'd be the longest that we have not communicated.
Yeah. In 10 years.
Yeah, in 10. Yeah. Well,
no,
I mean,
probably freshman year. I probably didn't talk to you. Probably like whatever.
Or summertime or something like that.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we
would
talk.
We like go our own ways.
We were school friends.
Oh my
the friends you don't see outside of school, like nah.
School friends. But it's and then this goes to anybody if you just out there wondering, like, if you're with the person that you're with now, like, there's definitely, like, think of questions, think of all that you would want to ask this person. Because it's, you got to think of those questions early on. I always, think of them early on. Even to where it's like, key things you want to talk about, but then it's like there's key things that you may not even know about. You know what I'm saying? Or you wouldn't even have thought to ask until it just happens in your relationship. So you can't be mad at yourself or be at fault of the other person for those things too, because you just don't think about that.
Yeah, and I would say give yourself grace, because we know that people change. And if that person just really ended up developing into a person that is not someone that you ever imagined marrying, then you're going to have to just give yourself grace and go. And don't be, hard on yourself for thinking you found the one and you didn't. Because sometimes it doesn't always end up that way. But these are just the things that we
And you know
found
what?
to be.
And and then probably part of me would have not thought that in the past, but then now when you're in a marriage and you evolve with a person you see, it's like people do as much as you don't change as far as your nature of who you are deep down inside, I don't think, but you do change as a person.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And I think another thing is when people think they're in love, but they're in lust, and end up like marrying a person that they were lustful after, and then all of those like key things we were talking about as far as, are they going to support you? Are they going to, be a person you can lean on?
Yeah.
Are they fun to be around? This, like, all of those things they completely forgot about because they were, just so intrigued with that person. So it's like you have to be careful to make sure you're separating lust and love before you end up in a situation that you're having to get out of.
Yeah. No, yeah, and then that's lust can probably is in every relationship at some point in time.
Yeah.
So where it's just like it glosses over at some point in time. Because I also believe like, man, I mean, I think it's possible, but I always say it's hard to. You gotta be attracted to the person that you messing with. I feel like at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
I always felt that way. Even the people that be with people that you like, well, how did they, or the gold diggers that people call them or whatever, it's just like, I mean, they got to be attracted to them some type of way. I mean, maybe a little.
Yeah, they're attracted to money.
Oh, okay. But, I mean, yeah, so it's like, yeah, that's true.
It's like being attracted to power or something like that. Like, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
you have something else that turns me on.
But and then another thing is like sometimes it's just a connection.
Yeah.
I just feel like also the key thing is like the connection. It's to where it's like if you know that you never vibed with no one like this before, then that's a connection that it's just totally different to where you want to just keep the connection.
Mm-hmm.
And or it's a genuine connection, or where it's just there's something there to where you just can't describe it. And if you to where you just can't describe it, then to me I always feel like, well, that's something different to where you don't know what it is.
It's like your heart flutters and it's like you're on a roller coaster and it's like you're going down on the hill. You're like, That's a feeling, how you know?
Oh. That's a good way to describe it. I would have not, like, yeah. And it's I would describe it like, I can't even think of that. I was trying to think of like, you on a roller coaster. Nah. But yeah, it's like you have that. To me, it's like if you can, and then this is one of the things to where you can just be around. There's two things to where with me and Ashley, I would say I liked how we could just talk and just talk. Mm-hmm. We'd be talking about nothing or we talk about something, but we could just be able to always talk, communicate. Or even how, and then this is real, I know, but it's just like I could be around you and not get tired of being around you. If that makes Now, there's times where, of course, we're going to get tired of being around each other. We argue or something like that. But it's just like at the end of the day, I will not be tired. We could just not talking about nothing. We just around each other. Mm-hmm. To where I like the energy, spirit, or I just want to be around you. Then I feel like that's a connection. You know what I'm saying? You're not like that with everybody.
Yeah.
There's people that you could just, if you just around them, you feel that energy, you just trying to be gone within 2 seconds. So that's definitely something to where the energy is key. The vibrations is real. To where it's just like, yeah, you
Come on, vibrations.
You can be around that person.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah. Do they bring you peace? Do they bring you protection, comfort?
Are they
joy,
better
happiness.
making? Just like, yeah. And then I feel like at the end of the day, if anything, is that you deep down, everybody knows. Everybody knows. At some point in time, it's going to cross your mind, and then you're going to know. You're going to know. But I feel like then it comes to the question is, okay, are you going to act on that no now?
Yeah.
And that's the key thing of it all, to where are you going to act on that no once you do know?
Yeah, because a lot of y'all, that's where y'all mess up.
Yeah. And then that's where it's like, okay, at least the issues, okay.
The one that got away.
Yeah, the one that got away, or it's just like, damn, you knew the whole time, but you just couldn't act right, or you just didn't want to settle down, or you just, or you knew that there was a one, but you were so indecisive with your decision that it caused you to lose that person.
And so, that means you're probably not ready to be married anyway.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. So, yeah, man, it's knowing the person is the one is probably one of the biggest decisions that you can ever make in your life, and you don't even know it.
Because your spouse, like who you choose to be your partner, that changes your life.
Yeah.
That changes your life, and it can change who you become as a person. It can change the amount of success you have in your life. It can change so much. So, in the comments below, if you are married or if you are engaged, how did you know that your person was your person?